This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. Hi, I'm a farmer. Oh boys, we're a farmer. I need your help to flatten the field on my farm so it's ready for planting. Yikes. Move the pile of dirt and use the remove block to remove it. Oh, move to. Okay. And so we have wind run. Oh, I can use all the blocks. Oh, wait. They want me to only use one move forward, but wait a minute. 1, 2. I think it's going to take 4, right? 4? Let's see. And so the great thing about code is you can always test and be wrong. Oh, nope, it does take 4. Okay. And then remove 1. I have a problem though. They want me to use one of these. Hopefully you're yelling at me right now because I appreciate that if you're my student and in the classroom. I don't appreciate it. You'd be in trouble. But right now, you want me to do just one move forward, right? Because you know in code, if you're doing multiples, you're doing too much work. So instead of doing all this repeat junk, we have a loop or a repeat 4 times loop. Well, now it's 4. So we want to do this 4 times and we only want to do one remove. Here's what this does. It's going to check 4 times. It's going to say, okay, how many? Okay, repeat 4 times. Move forward. Hits the bottom of this pink mouth thing, I call it. Goes to the top. One more. And finally, for a 4th, we move forward. We hit the bottom after 4 times. It goes to the top and says, wait, we've already done that 4 times. Zoop. Drops, and we should remove one piece of dirt or pile or something. But, wow, farming's so easy. Well, at least I hope. Onward. This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. Move to the hole and fix it with 6 shovelfuls of dirt using the fill block. Okay, so you see this little 6 here? I guess that's how they know we need to do 6 shovelfuls. Fill block. I'm going to do what I always do. Let's throw some code down here. Alright, so I'm going to move forward. That I know will get me there. Fill block. Fill 1, remove 1. Okay, so the last level we've removed, but I guess I have to fill. This is the fill block. Run. Move forward. Oh, notice this 1 here? Okay, so let's see. What if I just do this? I don't think it wants me to do this, but so that's 4. Hopefully you're yelling at me like I say too much. If you're in my class, don't yell at me or out loud. It would be a problem. But anyways, so we have 6. It says we need 6 shovelfuls. You don't want to repeat yourself coding. What's nice is when you code, be lazy, right? I don't need to do this so many times. I can just ask the computer to do it for me. So I need 6 shovels of dirt. Now it's all automatic. Look how small and pretty it is, and we'll fill 6 times. At least I hope so. Let's see. Go, farmer, go. 1, 2, you see? Zoop, 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 and it loops back around. If there was a line of code under it, it would run it later, but we got it. Awesome. By the way, boom, this is JavaScript. We're learning real stuff. I know we are. Like we are. I know. Anyways, onward. This is code.org. What do we got? Move to the pile of dirt. We can do that. And tell me how many shovels to remove. Oh, okay. Notice this little number? I think it's trying to tell us something. Use as few blocks as possible to solve. Workspace 1 out of 4. So I already have 1 block in this area, but I'm only allowed to use 4. Now, the frustrating thing with that is I'm not certain what to do, right? We just got here. The nice thing with code is be wrong all you want. I'm wrong all the time. My students can tell you. So let me just try to move forward first. Blop. Okay, that will get me there, I think, right? And you can always test with code too. Yep, all right, that gets me there. Now what do I want to do? Well, I don't want to fill. It's not a hole. I want to remove. But if it's 10, let me just start dropping blocks. 1, 2, 3. And this is remove 1, so I assume it just removes 1 shovel. Let's see. 3. Okay, so 7 left. Yeah. Well, that's ridiculous, because they only want me to use 4 blocks. But they have, look. So this will do it. If you're thinking this, that's because you're right and on the correct track. You're smart, right? Because you do need to remove 10 pieces of dirt or 10 whatever. And so this makes so much sense. And it works. However, the catch here is they don't want us to use this many blocks. Nice thing about coding is you can be lazy, right? So I removed dirt 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times. I don't need to do this. Goodbye. Because instead, I can just put the number 10 here, put 1 remove block here. Now, when I run this, the computer will hit repeat 10 times and say, oh, you need me to run this 10 times. And all the code in this pink mouth thing has to happen 10 times. So I remove 1, zoop, 2, 3, 4, and bam. If I had code under it, by the way, it would run late after it runs this 10. But that's all we need. Awesome. Onward. This is code.org. What do we have here? Look closely at the code below. What will happen after you click run? Now keep in mind, when you select an answer and hit run, you can't change it. That answer gets submitted to your teacher. If I'm your teacher, I get your answer. So let's think about this first. You want to walk through it with me and not just click an answer. All right, when run. So if I hit run, boom. What do? I'm going to move forward. And then while, as long as there's a pile of dirt, do remove 1. Okay, well, so if I move forward, blop. And then I hit this line, while there's a pile of dirt. Well, yeah, there's a pile. Okay, so what do? Oh, I do remove 1. Okay, I just removed 1. I hit the bottom of this pink mouth thing, and we've seen this is a repeat block, or a while loop, or a for loop. Well, it's a while loop. So while there's a pile, yep, there's still a pile. The computer can only say true to or false to this, and the computer would say true, and so we do remove another. We're now down to 6. Hit the bottom of this pink mouth thing. We got to check again. Zoop. Back to the top. Hey, is there still a pile? As long as, or while there's a pile. Yep, there is. Okay, do remove 1. Bottom. Zoop. Zoop. And we would do this 8 times. Now, once we do it 8 times, this is at 0. We hit the bottom and it's still going to check again. Hey, is there any pile of dirt there? The computer will say false, right? If that's at 0, nope, no pile. And what we do, zoop, is we drop and run code below. We don't have any code below this, obviously, so that's fine. The program's over. So as long as there's a pile of dirt, we'll keep removing. If there's not, zoop, boom, done. So I bet, nope, not nothing. The farmer will never stop removing? No, we're only going to do this as long as there's while there's a pile of dirt. The farmer will remove dirt as long as there's a pile. Let's give that a shot. If this didn't make sense, if I talk too fast, go back and watch it again. If you're just clicking an answer and hitting run, it's gonna make your life more difficult later on. By the way, I'm right. Like, you need to understand this. So just make sure to double check. Go back and listen if you're confused. You'll get it, and it's important. Let's keep going. This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. I don't know how much dirt is in the pile. Oh, that's evil. You see how it's a question mark? Let's see. Help the farmer remove this entire pile using a while loop. Okay. When run. So when I hit run, we don't know how much, but I'm just going to throw code down here. We have 1 block in our workspace, and we're only supposed to use 4 because they're mean. So, yikes. I'm going to go ahead and move forward, and then I have no idea. Just kidding. I'm a teacher. I'll remove 1. But we don't know how many. What if I just keep? I'm just going to not know and keep going here. All right, let's see what that does. What's great about code is be wrong all the time. It's fine. Oh, now it tells me, 10. Well, wait a minute. Is it always, how much now? 10? It's always 10? Oh, that's evil. Okay, so it's always 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, what I'm doing is wrong, but it's smart. If you're like, yeah, it's always 10. I got to throw down 10. You know? But wait a minute. 10 out of 4. Does this work? Yeah, it works. And if you're doing this, you're smart because that makes a heck of a lot of sense. You want to get rid of the dirt. Here's the trap. We have to only use 4. There's 2 ways I could make this happen. Since it's always 10, maybe I want to do a repeat block, right? Because I've never seen it not be 10. And that would work. 100% that would work. I know it's 10. I can throw the number 10 in here and force it to repeat. Right? This is going to work. 1, 2, and it's just going to keep looping until there's no more dirt left. I want to show you one other way, though. We could also, that's one way to do it, but maybe I don't even want to type. I can also use this. As long as, or while there's a pile, while there's a pile here, while there's a pile of dirt, do remove 1. It will work the same way. What I'm asking the computer each time is a question. Hey, is there a pile of dirt here? And if it's true, right, the computer can say true or false, which is also called binary, 0 or 1. 0 is false, 1 is true. So if it's true, if there's a dirt pile there, I do remove it. If it's false, I would drop below and run any code down here. There's nothing down there, so if it's false, the program's over. But as long as there's a pile, remove dirt, hit the bottom, back to the top. Hey, is there still a pile? Remove dirt. And I bet we got it. Go, go, go. And it's just going to keep going till boom. We got this farming thing, except there's no cows yet, which might be good. Anyways, onward. This is code.org. Help me remove all of this dirt. Oh my gosh, it doesn't tell us any of the... Oh wait, 5. Rough. Okay, we have 1 block here, and we can only use 5. I'm going to do what pretty much I always like to do. I have no idea what the answer is. But you can always be wrong with code. So once again, I'm just going to throw some junk down and keep my fingers crossed. So it's a pile of dirt, so I'll do a couple removes, because I don't know how many are there. Sure, after that, let's move forward. Definitely need 5 at this point. 1, 2, 3. I hope you're yelling at me because I'm not doing the best job here with 5 of the same things, right? Why am I doing 5 things in a row? Let me hit run. Oh, it's only 1? See, and now I've already broken it. Is it always going to be 1? Okay. Zoop, zoop, zoop. All right, now let's try. Whoop, move forward, remove. Yep. So if you're doing this, great. You're being completely logical. So I'm just going to keep going here. And I'll tell you the annoying thing about this is I only want to use 5 blocks, but you're headed down the right path. And I want to show you what I mean here. So that's a 3, and then a move forward, and then I got to remove some junk. All right, let's see if this runs. And the best part about coding is exploring. You can be wrong. If you're scared to be wrong when making a program, you're wrong. All right, move forward. Oh, look, this is randomized. Okay, I got rid of that. So before this was only 1, now it's 3. All right, well, let's see here. Move forward and remove. What could I do to make sure, even though I don't know how much dirt is there, that I could always remove it? Well, remove 5 times, I don't know how much dirt's there. What about this? As long as there's a pile of dirt, I'm going to get rid of that for now, remove, right? So, hey, move forward 1. Is there any dirt there? And if there is, the computer can only say true, there's dirt, or false, there's no dirt. If it is true, the computer would run do remove. If it is false, there's no dirt left, the computer says false, we don't run the do, we just zoop, boop, and move forward. Let me show you what I mean. Step forward. And now I'm going to ask the question. Yep, there was dirt, so I remove 1. It hits the bottom of this pink mouth thing, zoop, back to the top, and it asks again. Yep, there's still dirt, so I remove. Hits the bottom, zoop. Hey, is there dirt? Yep, there is. Hits the bottom, it would go back to the top. Is there any dirt? There's not dirt. So now finally this is false. It skips the do, and I should move forward. So that's looking good. Now what do I want to do? Well, I think I want to remove a whole bunch of dirt, right? 5 times, and then I'm going to want to move forward, and then what? I'm going to want to remove a whole bunch of dirt, but wait a minute. If all I'm doing is removing dirt and going forward, what if I do this? I move forward 5 times, sure. So I'll just repeat this as long as there's dirt there. Cool. And then what? Well, I'll move forward, and then I'm going to want to remove more dirt. So as long as there's dirt there, I'll just remove, right? We know this works. Not move, remove. And then what? Well, I guess I'll move forward, and as long as they're... I hope you're not happy with me, and I hope you're seeing a pattern. Let's see. So as long as there's dirt, I move forward, and I remove it. Oop. And I want to point out here, step. Is there dirt? Yep. So I will drop into my while loop, and I do remove it. Now, zoop, is there any dirt left? That's false. So I skip the do, and I move forward again. Okay. Now I'm going to hit my wall. Is there dirt? If so, remove. Yep, there is. Is there still dirt? Remove. Zoop. Is there still dirt? I'm in a loop. Yep, there is. Is there still? Yep, there is. I remove. Is there still? This is now false. I don't run the do and I move forward. Let me reset though. If you are repeating yourself in code, you got to be lazy. You don't need to do this. Zoop. Zoop. There's an easier way. Why don't we just say, do we want to do as long as there is dirt? Well, no, I don't start off with a pile of dirt. This one's a hint. They're like, maybe you need to use this once. Let's do a loop inside of a loop. Now I will move forward and remove a complete pile of dirt 5 times. Bum-pa-da-dum! Champions! This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. Look at all those holes. Oh no! Each one needs a different amount of dirt. Ugh, these people are mean. You can use the while loop to easily fill them. That's a huge hint, so thank you, code.org. Alright, workspace. I got 1 block here. Yes, I do. and I can only use 10? All right, so let me just do something that I don't know how. I'll just throw random code here to see what works. So I need to move forward, and that's a 3. So remove, it's a hole, fill. One. Oh, and they only want me to use 1 repeat. Yikes. Good thing we have this while loop here, so maybe that. Okay, so I'll fill that 3 times, and then I'm going to turn to the right. Yeah, and then what? Move forward and fill, and I'm going to go way over on code, but that's fine. I'm testing stuff, right? Okay, and then what? Left? I'm not really good with direction when I'm thinking about being my farmer here. Left? Maybe I shouldn't admit that. I'm great with direction, guys. I'm lying. Move forward. Now what? Fill and fill. In adulthood, you just get really good with direction. It's not true. Left. Nope. Right. I said right. And move forward, I think. And let's see if I just broke everything. I don't know. Oh, hey, it's going well so far. Too bad I've used way too much code. So let's point out a few things. A repeat 5 times is good for patterns. Do you see a pattern? 3, 1, 2. Yikes. That ain't that great now. Now what, though, if I move forward and I'm just going to keep removing dirt? So let's try that. I'm going to do this as long as there's a hole. Because only if there's a hole do I need to remove dirt. So I'm going to... And I know from the get-go, right? I know from the very beginning, I need to move forward once, and then, hey, as long as there's a hole, let's fill the hole. And then I'm going to say turn right. And then what? Well, I'll move forward. And then as long as there's a hole, I'll fill that hole. And then what? Well, I think I'll turn left and then move forward. And I think as long as there's a hole, watch this not work at all. We'll find out together. All right, watch. So move forward. Now, is there a hole? Immediately, this is a question I ask the computer. Hey, computer, friend, not friend, sometimes we're enemies. Is there a hole there? If so, you must do this. And the computer can only say true or false. True means yes, that is a hole. Well, there is. So while there's a hole, true, there's a hole. Zoop, do fill. I must fill. I hit the bottom of this like pink C mouth shaped thing, right? Zoop, and I have to go back to the top and check again. Because I only can break out of this loop of this while statement if it is false. Okay, well wait, is there still a hole? Yeah, there's still a hole, so I have to fill it up again. Hit the bottom, zoop, hey farmer, is there a hole? Yep, and I fill it again. Hit the bottom, zoop. Now there's no longer a hole, right? I filled it all. So this while is now false. This is a false statement, so I should drop below and turn right. Boom. Now I'll keep going. Same deal. Hey, is there a hole? Yep, so I fill it once. Hit the bottom back to the top. Is there a hole? False. So I then am going to turn left. All right, now I'll move forward and I'll check again. Is there a hole here? Yes, so I fill. Boop, hit the bottom, back to the top, check again. Is there a hole? Yes, so I fill. Now there's nothing left to run. Look at all this though. I have 12 blocks. Well, do you notice a pattern? Well, I can see I move forward and then I fill. Well, what if I move forward? What if I move forward? Well, let's see. Actually, I want to show you something. We got to make sure there's a pattern first. So, okay, that will get me there. Fill 1. Now what? Where am I? Here. So what would I want to do now? I would want to turn to the right, I think. And then once I turn to the right, I think I'll move forward. And then as long as there's a hole, I want to fill that hole. Once I'm done, what am I going to do? I assume left. And again, I might be wrong here. Let me see something. Boom. Move forward. While there's a hole, fill 1. Right. Move forward. While there's a hole, fill 1. Turn left. Don't repeat yourself with code. It stairs. Why would I do this? Die. 1 repeat. Okay, I'll use this. And you just saw that I was repeating myself. Now I'll run all of this twice in a row. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I'm not at enough. Well, that's okay, because I can just run this a 3rd time, right? Why not just keep going? I know I'll achieve it. Victory! These are getting tricky. Alright, we got this. Onward! This is code.org. Let's see what we're working on. You'll need to use the wall path ahead block in order to solve this puzzle. Cool. Wall in the hole at the end of each of these paths. Oh, fill. Okay, so we have one block here, obviously, and we want to use no more than 6. Like I always do, I'm going to just start putting stuff down to test. Apparently, they only want us to use one move forward and one repeat. So I wonder how many times, I'm going to break those rules because you can be wrong with coding all you want. Let's test them jug out. I don't know. Let's see how far I move. Go, go, go. Okay, so it looks like 2 more. Now, hopefully you're yelling at me because if you're repeating yourself in code, there's likely a better way. Now, I'm tempted to use this, but I think that each side is a different count, right? Because if this side is 7, again, I'm still just testing. Let's do a left turn here and then and we only want to use one of these, but I want to kind of measure how big the sides are. Let's see. So repeat 7 times, I move forward. I turn left there, and then I repeat 5 times. Up, and it's even less than that, so it must be 4. So we can't use a repeat block for movement then, because these are different lengths. What we probably want to use then is this while path ahead. It works very similarly. We've been using it throughout, but instead of repeating a certain number of times, as long as we have path ahead of us, we will keep moving forward. Well, if we don't have path ahead of us, like here, what do we want to do? I think we're going to want to turn left. And so what happens here, as long as this is true, right, you can even see the radar, as long as there's path ahead of us, we'll move forward. Once there is not, once this is false and we're at this corner, it's going to drop below. It won't do move forward. It will turn left. All right, but that's only going to be obviously one side. We need to keep moving forward. So, well, that worked for one side. Why don't I do as long as there's path ahead? Because again, I won't need to count then. She'll just detect once we're at the corner, we can turn left again. And we want to move forward. Oh, wait, but there's also that hole, right? So let me make sure, maybe I'll turn left and fill the hole, I guess. And then I can do the same here, turn left and fill that hole. Let's see where this gets us. Looking good. Now I'm going to hit the edge here, fill that hole. Okay, so let's keep going. And again, I'm way over on blocks, but that's fine. Turn left, and then, because while there's path ahead, I want to keep moving forward, right? And then once I hit this corner, I'm going to turn left, and then I'll fill that hole. Well, then what I want to do? Well, it looks like a left turn, and I hope you're yelling at me right now, because what am I going to do? Well, a left turn, I'm going to fill that hole we're standing on. Oh, I'm repeating myself here. So fill the hole, then path ahead, move forward, and it won't matter if I turn left right here, and then fill a hole. So let's take a look at what's going on. But do not repeat yourself in code. So we can have a loop, a while loop inside of another loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, they're identical. Let's be lazy and get rid of this. Instead of writing it all out 4 times, hello, repeat. Boom. And now everything inside this pink mouth thing absolutely has to run 4 times. So we'll do wall path ahead once, then turn left, then fill, hit the bottom and back to the top. And this works similar to wall path ahead because this will keep repeating, except this repeats 4 times. This is going to repeat move forward until we're at a corner, then turn left. All right, let's see what it does. Let's see, 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 sides. Perfect. I can count sides. Victory! Onward. This is code.org. Let's see what we're up to. Fill all of these holes using as few blocks as possible. Okay, so we have 1 block on our screen, check, and we can use up to 7. When run. Oh, Alright, I'm gonna do what I always do. Let's put some code here and see what happens. I'll move forward first, and then I guess I need to fill that hole. Ooh, that's tricky. We don't know how many times, though. I'll do it once and see. Then, turn right, I guess. And move forward, I think. And then I need to fill a hole. Then maybe, and notice how fast I'm going. That's because I'm just testing here. I'm not worried about being wrong or right or whatever. Let's see what this does. Okay, I move forward. Oh, except that was 4. Oh well, I filled it once. Okay, that one we got. That one wasn't a mystery. And I move forward again. So we're getting there, but I'm already a bit worried because move forward again and again. Fill 3. It doesn't look like there is much of a pattern here. Right? Because, and now I would turn right again. There's no clear pattern, and we're going to need to use a repeat to use so little blocks. Well, right off the bat, I tend to go to as long as there's a path ahead, or while there's a path ahead, because that will let me move forward as long as there's a path ahead. That way I don't have to count how many squares, because I'll automatically go forward with my little radar. Let me show you what I mean. Goodbye, big chunk of code. Hello, while path ahead. Reset and run. And see, I detect if there's a path ahead and I move forward. Obviously, this is only one step. Now, what's going to happen when there's no path ahead? I stop moving. And if there was a line below this, that would run. Well, lucky for us, quapow, there's a line below this. Well, then what I'll want to do? Like I was saying, I think it's going to be, again, better to use while path ahead. I don't have to use so many forward blocks. So once I turn, as long as there's a path ahead, I'll move forward. Once I get here, though, it looks like another left turn. Now, again, I don't want to move forward, 3 times. I'm just going to say, hey, as long as there's a path ahead, you person, move forward. And then it looks like, I guess, another left turn. And I think you can see how this is going to work. We don't have to put all those move forwards. We can use our wall path ahead. And so I do my radar, I move forward. Once there's no path ahead, I turn the wrong way because I'm always wrong about everything. Okay, right. Reset and try again. There's no path ahead, I turn right. And I want you to see this, right? You see this radar? And now, since I did the radar and I know there's path ahead, it's this pink mouth thing. I'm going to drop in while there's path ahead. The computer says true, there's a path ahead. Do move forward. So now I'll move forward. Now my radar is about to shoot again because I'm going to check, hey, is there any path ahead of me? And now this is false. The computer says, well, there's path ahead. False, there's no path. So then I don't do move forward, there's no path. I skip and do turn right instead. Same thing, I hit another one of these. I radar, is there path ahead? Yes. So do move forward. Now I'm going to radar again because I'll check, hey, is there path ahead? Yep, there is. Do move forward. Now one more time, radar, is there path ahead? False, no path. No path, I just go below and turn right. I don't do move forward, there is no path. Okay, hopefully you've noticed though, I'm already repeating myself here, right? And so in code, if you're repeating yourself, you probably don't need to. Instead of doing all these wall path ahead and move forward, let's see what I could do instead. What if I did, how many sides are there? What if I use one of these? I think there's 5. So 5 times in a row, I will check if there's a path ahead. As long as there's a path ahead, I will move forward. I'll then turn right. I hit the bottom of this, and I have to repeat it 4 more times. So once again, is there a path ahead? As long as there's a path ahead, this loops, and I'll keep moving forward. Once there's not, I turn right, and then 3 more times. Let's see if this gets me to the end. And this is looking good, right? It looks like we're going to go there. I'm leaving out, though, the fill command. So these are random. How am I going to do that? Well, thankfully, it first looks like every hole's at a corner. So I know then once I'm at a corner, I'm going to want to fill. Okay, how many times? Well, 1 time, 2 times, 1 time, but a random amount. How can I make sure that I always fill the entire area? Oh, as long as while there's a hole. So I bet this will work like path ahead. While there's path ahead, if this is true, what's going to happen? Well, I will keep filling up that hole. As long as there's a hole there, I'll keep going. And we know there's going to be a hole because while path ahead will stop when I'm at the edge. Once I'm at the edge, I'll turn right, and then I'll fill the hole. Also, order wouldn't matter here. It doesn't matter once I stop at the corner if I fill a hole here and then turn right, or do it this way. It's the same code. Well, it's not the same code, but it's the same result. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might need 6. Onward. Victory! That one's tricky. Yay! This is code.org. Let's see what we're working on. Flatten all of these piles using as few blocks as possible. Got 1 block here, can only use 6. Alright, like always, I'm gonna throw some code down here and see what happens. Looks like I'll move forward twice. I'll turn left, so let me switch that up. And then it looks like I have a hole here, and then I'll turn left again, and I'll move forward a bunch of times. And the great thing about code, I say this all the time, test, test, test. You can put some test code down here to see. Let's see what this does. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, so notice what I did? I fill, and then I don't need to turn left again. Let me drop that down here. Okay, so this is looking good so far. Then what? Well, I'll have to move forward a bunch again. However, it looks like my move forwards aren't even, right? It's going to be a different amount each time. So I hope you're yelling at me. What we can do instead, because we're using 12 blocks and we can only use 6, we can use wall path ahead. As long as there's a path ahead, I want to keep going forward. So plop and plop. Once there's no longer a path ahead, once that's done, I can go ahead and maybe... Oh, did I fill? Whoops. I can go ahead and remove the dirt, turn left, and then I'd want to like move forward again, right? Let's see. Yep. And zoop, I turn and move. So notice what's happening. As long as there's a path ahead, watch my radar. Zoop. That is true. The computer tells me true or false. Is there a path ahead? True, it says. Yes. If it's true, I do move forward. And so it's about to drop and highlight move forward. Now my radar is about to shoot out again because I hit the bottom of the pink mouth thing. I zoop back to the top and have to check again. Let's see. Yep, there's a path ahead. So I must then move forward. Ta-da! Now my radar will shoot out one more time. Zoop. Is there a path ahead? No. That's going to be false, right? There's not path here. So since this is false now, wall path ahead, I do not move forward. Nope, this isn't true. Instead, I just drop below it, and hopefully I remove that one piece of dirt. All right, now, we already said this is going to be an uneven amount each time. So like I did up here, let me do that again. Since I'm not sure each edge is a bit different, let's do wall path ahead, move forward. When I get to the end here, I can remove. And then I guess I'll turn left. Up, uneven amount again, so I'm just going to say as long as I have path, let me move forward. When I get to the end, I can remove one dirt. And let's say right here, what happens if I turn left? Well, that would be fine, so whatever, sure. Boom. And look. Boom, boom. Don't repeat yourself in code, which is what we're doing. Instead of writing this out 3 times, hello repeat, you're my friend. 3. This will do it for us. I also want to point out the order of code. For instance, if I did the turn first and then removed 1, that works perfectly, right? Code can differ a bit and still accomplish the same thing. It's something kind of neat about programming. Perfect. Boom, we did it. Onward. This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing here. Alright, flatten all these piles using as few blocks as possible. Yikes. So it's stairs, but they look... Alright, so I have 1 block here and I can use up to 10. I'm just going to start throwing stuff down for testing. Looks like I'll move forward twice, and it's a pile of dirt, so I don't want to fill. I'll remove it, and then, what do? I turn left, and then move forward. move forward. There's no dirt there. So then let me turn right, I guess. And then what? And move forward. Move forward. Ooh, I hate these. We don't know how much dirt's there. See the question mark? I don't know. I'll remove one, I guess. And then turn left. Again, I'm going fast. I'm just throwing down code to test. All right, let's see. Move forward, good. Remove, yep. Turn, yep. Forward, forward, turn, yep. Forward, forward, remove, yep. Turn, and forward. Oh, that time it was only one. Is it always going to be? That looks right. See, they change it. Okay, first let's look for a pattern, because I'm already over on blocks. What can we repeat here? Well, it looks like, do I move forward twice every time? I do. So what if I did this instead of this? Ooh. Wait a minute. Okay. Actually, let me leave that for a sec. I move forward twice, and then what do? I remove some dirt. Now, it's one, then we don't know how much, and then three. So, instead of doing this, since I don't know how much and it differs each time, what if I do that block we saw earlier with while there's dirt? Or as long as there's a pile, right? As long as there's a pile of dirt, I'm going to want to remove it. I'm going to get rid of this for now. Then what do? Well, then I'm going to turn left. So move forward twice. As long as there's dirt there, remove it. And what this is asking a question. I'm asking the computer, hey, is there a pile of dirt? The computer can say either true or false. Or 1 for true, 0 for false, binary. If it's true, if I'm standing on some dirt here, I will go ahead and it checks right now. Boom. I'll remove it. If that is true, I remove the dirt. Then it hits the bottom, goes back to the top, and I'm going to check again. Is there dirt? Hint, there's not, because I just removed it. So while there's a pile is now false, and then we would turn left. Ta-da! Okay, so that's looking good. Well, then what am I going to do? Well, I guess I'm going to move forward 2, and then what? Looks like a right turn to me. And then what? Move forward 2, and I have some random amount of dirt, so I'll use this one again. As long as there's a pile of dirt, go ahead and remove it. Okay, then what? Did I turn already? Nope. Okay, so let me turn again. And I think that's going to be a left turn. Move forward 2. I'm way over on blocks, but this really helps to visualize it. And I'm going to do a right turn. Then what? Move forward 2, I think. Ugh, so much. Then what? I think I'll be at a pile of dirt. Who knows? I might be wrong because I should have tested this already. But whatever. Quacha. Okay, let's see where I go. Move. Yep. Pile. Remove. Yep. Remove. Yep. Remove. Yep. And then what? Well, I think... yeah, definitely not. Whoops. It took me on. We are not done. Look how much code I'm using. So, let me look at this. Let's look for some repeated code here, because we should not be using this much. Move forward twice, pile, turn left, move forward twice, turn right. And I bet I was about to do that same thing. So 1, 2, 3 times, we don't need that. Goodbye and goodbye. Oh, and goodbye. What's really neat about this one, though, is I can already see there's going to be more than one way to solve it. So let me do that 3 times and drop this in. Let's check this way out. And we did it. But wait, that way would be correct. However, let's say you wanted to use more repeats. So instead of that, I could do as long as there is a path ahead, move forward here. The reason I didn't do this initially is this doesn't technically save us blocks, because while there's path ahead counts as 1 block and move forward counts as 1 block. So doing move forward twice counts as 2 blocks, and doing this counts as 2 blocks. But it is correct also. You can definitely do it this way. The other one asks the computer less questions, so if this programming was more advanced, might be more efficient. Let's try this way though. Awesome. Champions, onward. This is code.org. Let's see what we're working on. Take a good look at the code below. What will be left at the end of the puzzle? Now keep in mind, when you pick an answer and hit run, your answer is submitted and that's it. You cannot change it. So make sure we get this right. I'm going to walk through it with you. We'll think about it. You really want to understand this. So when I hit run, okay, I guess run, what do I have to do? Oh, one of these repeat 3 block. So everything inside this big pink mouth bracket thing must happen 3 times. Okay, so keep that in mind. So repeat 3, do as long as or while there's a path ahead, move forward. So while there's a path ahead, move forward. Zoop, radar goes out. Yep, there's a path ahead, I move forward 1. I hit the bottom of this pink repeat while loop and go zoop. Hey, is there a path ahead still? Zoop, radar goes out. That would be true. As long as that's true, move forward again. So here I am. Hit the bottom. Zoop, is there still a path ahead? Yeah, there is. Move forward, hit the bottom, zoop. And then I'm going to be here. Once I'm here, I'll do my radar. Is there any path ahead? Nah, that's grass. So this would be false then. Once this is false, it cannot do the do. I cannot move forward. It's done. So that's false. I drop below it. And what's right below it? Well, there's a hole. So as long as there's a hole there, do fill. Okay, well, I'm standing here. Is there a hole? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is true. Zoop, do fill. I fill once. Hit the bottom of this while loop. Zoop, check again. Is there still a hole? Yeah, there'd be 2 there, so do fill. Bottom, zoop, is there a hole? Yes. Fill. So now there's no hole. I filled it 3 times. I hit the bottom of this. Zoop. Hey, is there still a hole? False, right? We just filled it. So now there's no longer a hole. This is false. So I don't fill again. That'd be an error. There's no hole. I don't fill. That's false. I drop below and turn right. Okay. Well, now what? Hit the bottom of this big loop thing, this repeat. Zoop. Oh yeah, I have to do this 3 more times. So I'll keep going forward till the edge, which I think should be there. Then what? Is there a hole? Fill it. Well, that's not a hole. That's a mound of dirt. So this is false when I get here. There's no hole. I skip the do and I turn right again. That should be this way, I think. And hit the bottom 1 more time through. I walk to the edge, which is here. While there's a hole, fill. Yep, there's a hole. Fill twice. I turn right. I've already done the repeat 3 times, so I'm done facing that way. All right. Nothing. This code will leave only level ground. No, because we only have a fill. We don't even have a remove. So how could we do that? This code will leave the pile completely untouched. This code will leave the holes completely untouched. Well, if you're thinking about this, I know that it at least has a fill. I don't know. Heck no, I know. So it has a fill, and as we just walk through, I'm thinking this one. Now you want to make sure to understand this. If you don't, you should watch this video again, because it's going to make your life easier to be very clear on what and how this works. Victory! Onward!